So tell us about your new single, Banshee. Well, I worked on Banshee for a couple weeks, and yeah, I really wanted to get back to that trance sound that I've been kind of missing lately. Really huge wall of sound type trance, and yeah, Banshee was kind of fun to make because it was a nice throwback to those old days of trance with the newer techniques. And yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of that coming from me definitely in the future too, because I'm getting back into that kind of retro feel, but with more modern techniques. Is it true about a Tyas album? Yes, it's definitely true. Originally I was gonna not do an album and wait another couple years, but so that's why you have Banshee, Diverted, and NYPD being released. But at this point, I think I decided to do an album. It's good for me to have more focus and direction and really focus on different elements of different tracks and try to make everything as different as possible. So I've started the album work now for about the last couple of weeks. 5 tracks that have started and hoping to be done for a holiday 2011 release. But of course, everybody always gets sidetracked, so we'll see how it goes. Are you using USB keys for DJing now? No, no, I'm still on CDs. I really like flipping through the book and going through page by page looking for the tracks I'm going to play. So I'd still prefer to play off CD, and plus you don't always have that guarantee that they're going to have CDJ 2000s at the club, even if it's in your contract. I don't trust that 100% just yet, that they're always going to have it. We hear you're collaborating with John O'Callaghan. Yes, absolutely. We're going to be doing at least 2 tracks over the next 6 months, which I'm really excited about. This is probably a really long time coming, and it's about time we finally got together and show what happens when we team up and use the best of both of our talents. You're a firm favorite with the Irish clubbers who love a good party. Any funny stories? No funny stories. Yep, you'll have to ask people around for that one, I guess. Yeah, I won't divulge into too many funny stories. I don't do funny things. You and John go back to the Amateur Producers Forum on Trance Addict. Tell us about that. Yeah, I guess me and John were both very active Trance Addict members for a while, and obviously we don't really have the time to go on it much anymore, but this is how we both got our start. I remember posting clips constantly, probably in around 2000, early 2004 or 2003, end of 2003, and I was posting clips of different projects that I was working on. I shudder to think what they sounded like, but it's the reason I'm even in Europe in the first place. There was a guy in Germany that heard a couple of my clips from that, and Trance.new, of course, and he asked me if I want to work in the studio in Germany. So yeah, that's basically how I got my start. So it's a big help, especially when starting out, to post your tracks on the websites and see what people think. Yeah, this has been a pretty bad year for Apple, I think. I feel they've been neglecting their entire computer department. Obviously you have very modestly updated MacBook Pros and Mac Pros, but they put all their attention on the iPad, the iPhone 4. Now those are cool devices, but iPhone 4 fell really flat on its face. Might as well have been recalled. It was not working very well for a lot of people. Myself, actually, I just had UPS pick up my iPhone 4 about an hour ago. That goes back to Apple. I'm hoping to get a replacement. Hopefully they worked it out silently. And yeah, Apple needs to pull their head out of the sand, because first and foremost, they grew up as a computer company, and the best computer company, and let's hope they don't forget that. Yeah, the move to Armada bookings has been really good. I've been really enjoying working with Laura, who's handling all my bookings now, well, global bookings, and for me it was an interesting jump, because now everything is handled under one roof. Obviously all my tracks and are handled now exclusively by Armada as well, so it's just nice and streamlined and very comfortable. And plus I knew everybody there already, so there was no question of getting to know new people or anything like that. It's a very family feeling atmosphere in the Armada offices, and it's great. Well everybody, I'll see you over at Subculture, and regarding that funny stories question, I suppose we'll have to make up a couple new ones on that day. Take care.